home.
You go over here now. Thank you.
Time to go home there, Ball.
Son of a bitch, Ball. Why didn't you just go home? That's your home! Are you too good for your home? Answer me! Suck my white ass, Ball!
Alright guys, welcome back to License to Sin. We may have like a little extra snippet for you at the beginning of the crazy stuff we were doing. So what we have going into the truck engine now, because this is for Chris's C10 pickup, it's originally like a 99 2000 6.0 iron head engine, and he has acquired a 2002 to 2004 LS6 cam. It's a factory cam, but it's a lot more powerful than the stock cam that was in the 6.0 that he has.
And should still have good street manners.
It should have perfect street manners. And like the title of the engine, or title of the videos is like LS engine build from hell, because a lot of these parts that have been acquired have been either through donations or labor, or more or less cheap eBay finds, or eBay, like Facebook Marketplace finds, where it's like the cam, for example. It's, you can tell it's got very, good use on it, nothing high mileage, and it, obviously they wouldn't put it into an LS engine if it wasn't reliable and last as long as they do. So, and
it has a 117.5 lobe separation angle, so it's going to work great for boost. So I figured this was a very good budget cam to keep very mild drivability characteristics, and not cause me to have a larger converter and still be able to pull a trailer with it. So
right,
that's what's going on.
So on that note, we're going to work on throwing the cam in there, and then after that we'll go over some technical details on how to, or at least how we timed the cam.
We're going to degree the cam.
Yeah, that. Degree the cam, not
and
time
we're
the
possibly going to be advancing the cam to basically lower the RPM band to a lower range for it to be better suited for a truck. Because this cam coming out of a Z06 Corvette is more geared towards higher RPM power, and that's obviously not what we're looking for in a truck.
Alright, here's some shenanigans we're working on. So we're trying to get the lower timing gear off. So we don't have the tool. So we've gone through a few ideas, but we're going to use an exhaust flange bracket that's been cut in two to put behind it to weld two GTO head bolts, stock head bolts,
to a harmonic balancer puller.
And we're going to use a harmonic balancer puller after welding these on. It's a mess, but we have goals.
It should work.
It should work very well. Oh yeah, by the way, we got an engine stand. That was our goal in part one, but it didn't really work out.
Are we ready? Hiya, bitches!
I'm not mad at it. Alright, never go in dry, guys.
And you can just do the center bearing right there and stop. I'll smear it.
where we're trying to expand our horizons to other venues.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's perfect.
That's it.
Actually. Yeah, what? Is that Cardi B song? Now you can't see it from yours. That's right. Yeah, I was gonna make a Ghostbusters joke.
Come on, last one. Boom. Cam's in.
Seems like it was easier going in than it was out. That's all. Okay guys, so I know we touched it a little bit in the first video regarding the part.
The cam retaining plate.
Yep, so this is the factory one we took off.
And if you look, the seal is completely flat. Like it won't even catch your finger. If that leaks, you don't have any, or you'll have very, very low oil pressure. So I highly recommend anytime you're taking a motor apart or pulling a cam, go ahead and replace the plate. It's literally $15. And if you look, that one's got a good groove in it. It even come with new bolts that had flatheads on them for more clearance for a double roller timing chain. Another thing that I recommend you always do when you take a motor apart is there's a plastic barbell. This is a plastic barbell that goes in the back of the engine. Unfortunately, I didn't film putting the new one in, but I went with the improved racing. It's actually a billet aluminum barbell, and it comes with a seal here and a seal here. If this breaks or leaks through, no oil pressure, plus it will bypass your oil filter. So it's always smart to spend the extra 20 bucks and put a billet one in there. And part number is, well, it's an improved racing. Part number EGM-501. It's a pretty good piece of insurance. All right, guys. We just got finished degreeing the cam in, and this is why it's very important to pretty much take the step to degree it in correctly. The intake center line on the cam, on the original cam card for the LS6 cam, was supposed to be on a 120 intake center line. By sticking the timing set in with 0 advance or retard, it actually spec'd out to 122.5. So it was already 2.5 degrees retarded just due to manufacturing tolerances between the keyways on the crank and the timing set, etc. So with me having an adjustable timing chain set, I was able to advance the cam 6 degrees, and it actually, when we rechecked it again, it gave us a new intake center line of 119 degrees. So now we're ending up basically 1 degree advanced from what the original cam card is supposed to be, which is going to give us a little bit slightly better power curve for a truck, because that's going to shift the power band down, let's just say 300 to 400 RPM. And pretty much with it being retarded 2.5 degrees before we degreed it, it would have shifted the RPMs up an extra 300 to 400 RPM. So we were able to, in total, bring the RPM shift down probably 600-700 RPMs, which is going to be much more happier in a heavy truck. So that's one reason why you always want to degree your cam. Now, one thing that I didn't film that I actually did last week, in between the head porting and this, I actually, if you look at the top of the pistons, I actually smoothed a lot of the roughness and took all the high points off of the casting, again, to stop detonation. Just like in the cylinder head softening video, I'm doing everything I can to make this detonation resistant. Another thing I did is I opened up the ring gaps to 27 thousandths on the top and middle ring. So I won't have any problems with ring butts and breaking ring lands. And these pistons are known for the oil rings getting stuck because they don't have good enough oil returns from the factory. So I actually drilled 3 holes on each side of the skirt inside of the oil control ring gap to have actually better oil returns. So should help it from sticking the oil control rings and keep this baby sealed up. Besides a bunch of cleaning, I think that's about it.
Yeah, I think they've been along for the ride for everything else. So cool. I'll put a before and after here of the piston heads, because I think I was zooming in on that quite a bit before because of the crosses and how dirty everything was. So you'll be able to see how clean everything is now compared to what it was previously. Go to your home, little Nikki popped into my head, and then I was like, sorry, nipples. Like, what? It's not recording, but I'm just like, what the fuck is wrong with my brain? Yeah, because I don't know the shit. I don't know the specs or anything. We have cam. Oh, it's recording. I guess it was recording the whole time. Oh. Sorry, nipples.
You got the wrong window again, man. Oh, sorry, nipples.
People love shenanigans, right? Take two. What?
I narrated the last.
Oh, okay. Oh, my bad. Woo-hoo! My bad. I'll edit it later. Don't worry, guys. I'll edit the next video as well. So it's it's a O2. Yeah, I mean.